There are some disease conditions, if they don't pick them up early, can result to eye being permanently blind or permanent vision loss. Now, today we want to look at why is it important for children to have their eyes examined. I once encountered a woman who brought a child into the hospital, and then when she came to the hospital, the child had a very bad eye condition, a refractive error that has not been corrected over a long time. So the child has developed something we call amblyopia. Simply put, the eye has become lazy. So I asked the woman, did your child ever complain to you that he cannot see? She says, no, the child never made any complaint. I said, okay, but did you ever bother to want to bring your child to the clinic for examination? She says, no, because the child didn't complain. And this is the story of many of us. Because kids cannot complain, most of the times they are unable to tell, except when they reach a certain stage, they are unable to tell that they cannot see. And the problem we have now is with binocular vision. You see, the eye sees together, even though you have two eyes, but they fuse and see as one. So if you have a problem with one eye, it will be difficult to tell until you try to cover one eye to see with the other, and that is the time you will be able to tell the difference. And so many people might have a problem with either one or both eyes, and they wouldn't know, especially with children. And so pediatric eye examination is very, very important, especially for school-going children, because there are some eye disease conditions that can be picked as early as from baby stage. Conditions like retinoblastoma. If a baby is born and the child is not examined, you might miss retinoblastoma, which is a childhood eye cancer. But it's so important that this childhood eye cancer is picked up at an early stage so that it can be well managed. And so children's eye examination is so important. The reason number one, kids cannot tell whether they are seeing well or not. So it is your responsibility as a parent to bring your child to the clinic for a routine examination. We've already said that everybody requires a yearly eye examination. At least once in a year, visit your eye doctor with your children. Let them have an eye examination. I encountered a child some time ago that the parent says, this is a dull child, he's not doing well in school. And when we began to do examination, we noticed that the child has a vision problem. He couldn't see well, and he was put at the back of the class. And he complained, but nobody believed him because they thought he was just being lazy. And so when we corrected the child's vision and the child could see, there was so much improvement in his vision. We've also had cases where kids don't have the leisure to learn. They don't feel like learning. And some parents have really complained and blamed their kids and called them all manner of names. When they brought them to the clinic, we discovered that some of them have some accommodative issues. Some of them have refractive errors that doesn't make them feel too comfortable when they are learning. There's some type of refractive errors that make you feel fatigue in the eye. Prolonged near work, when you start doing any reading, your eyes get tired easily. And so these are some of the issues that can happen with children, the reason they need their eyes to be examined. There are some disease conditions, if they don't pick them up early, can result to eye being permanently blind or permanent vision loss. Some children develop what we call strabismus or crossed eye. You see that one eye is looking somewhere, the other eye is looking straight, or both eyes are turned towards some direction. That is what we call crossed eye. And if crossed eye are not properly managed, they can result to some form of permanent vision loss. Kids can also develop cataract. It must be picked and checked. And so it is so important that if you have a school-going child, you bring them for routine eye exam at least once a year. Every school-going child should have an eye examination. Thank you. You can post all your questions, relevant questions, on our social media handles, and we will make sure to answer them for you. Thank you.